The first quarter of the year is already done. I had to put the question out onto my Instagram stories where I asked you guys what your sneaker of the year so far is. And thanks to your feedback and my painstaking curation, I have a list to present to you today. Now, I think it's only right to include a special mention of the Mischief Big Red boots. Whilst I think these are ridiculous and are something that I would never wear nor aspire to own, I'm sure we will all agree that these have been the most viral sneaker so far this year. A few other releases that I think were really nice that didn't make the cut were the Stussy Air Penny 2 in the fossil colorway. I think these are nice. The Mizuno Maharishi Wave Rider 10, these are nice. And the recently released Fly Streetwear SBs. These nearly made the list. Okay, coming in at number 10, we have the Adidas Clarks 8th Street Sambas. I think these are really nice. Really awesome coming together of Ronnie Fag, and his Kith brand, and then the teaming up of two different footwear entities. We don't often see shoe companies coming together to work on a shoe to share in the spoils of the profits and the IP, and I honestly think that these were really well done. At number 9, we have the New Balance 990 V6 Baklava, the Action Bronson joints. Cool sneaker. I think my favorite feature is the Volta contrasting with the brown. A few of you guys out there that responded to my IG story had this as your sneaker of the year, and that's why I decided to pop them on the list. At number 8, we have the Jordan 1 Retro High 85. I'm sure a lot of you out there would have placed this model a lot higher than me. All-time classic OG colorway, coming correct with the original cuts. I wasn't really into them personally because I've had a couple of the other High 85 models, which just takes so long to break in given how stiff the leather is. But anytime an all-time classic comes back, it is surely going to feature, and here it is. Coming in at number 7, we have the Nike Zoom Vomero 5 from the Dornbecker collection. These are the brightest and wildest sneakers on the list, and there's just something about this orange color blocking that just hits hard. The interchangeable swooshes are awesome, and I love the Dornbecker Freestyle project and everything that it represents, and it's just a W shoe. So much fun. I would actually be tempted to get a pair of these in the collection just because of how colorful they are. Okay, coming in at number 6, we have the Air Force 1 Low Tiffany. Now, if you were paying attention to the online sneaker murmurings before this sneaker dropped, you might have been under the apprehension that these were going to brick. So many people were talking these down, saying how boring they were, how they were never going to try to cop them. And then, sure enough, they absolutely sold out quick as a flash and have gone on to resell for pretty high money. Ultimately, I think it is a clean, simple sneaker, and it's the first official collaboration with Tiffany, with some pretty cool accessories that released alongside it, as well as a pretty savvy marketing campaign, and so that's why they are on the list. Right, into the top 5, and at number 5, it's the Jordan 1 Low Year of the Rabbit. I just think this colorway is so nice, and the quality on the suede looks really nice as well. I couldn't not put these on the list, and when I was going through this list and comparing the sort of sneakers that I would want to have if I had the chance, these are definitely up there for me. At number 4, it's the Air Max 1 86 Big Bubble. It's a bit of a no-brainer to have this release right up there. The nostalgia is thick and heavy with this release. It's basically the Air Max that never was. Like, this is how the Air Max was always supposed to be, but because of the production issues around the Big Bubble, it had to be shrunken down and streamlined in order to be mass produced. And so this release was kind of like the realization of the original Air Max as it was originally intended. And with all that nostalgia shrouding the release, that's why it had to be on the list. Into the top 3, and at number 3, it's the Air Max 95 Cortez.
Alright, so obviously the way man pronounce it is Cortez, isn't it, bro?
When was the last time we had any kind of hype for an Air Max 95? When was the last time we saw people running through the streets for a sneaker? This release was pretty epic. The marketing build-up was awesome. As a Londoner, someone that's been in London now for just about 20 years, I have a little bit of local bias towards this sneaker, and I will be doing my review on the pink tings very soon. But number 3, the 95s. And number 2, it's the reimagined 3s, the white cement joints. Now this release was a little bit overshadowed initially by the quality control issues that people were complaining about, whether it was mismatched leather or inconsistent elephant prints. A little bit like the lost and found Chicago's, these QC issues nearly overshadowed the release itself. But what can't be denied is that most people that wanted to get their hands on these for retail got them. Resale prices aren't out of control. And listen, after the Chicago one, this is probably the next most classic Jordan of all time. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the best release so far this year, according to me, and the vast majority of you guys out there that fed back to me through IG, are these, the Jordan 4 Pine Green SBs. I think it's the best Jordan 4 colorway we've had in a long time. I think it's the most comfortable Jordan 4 of all time. I don't know if it was originally the intention, but in removing the 4-foot air unit, they've actually made this shoe look more like the original Jordan 4 from '89. So the shape is better, the materials are better, the colorways are better, the comfort's better. Everything about this Jordan 4 is an upgrade on all the Jordan 4s that we've had in recent years. And so for that reason, number 1. Another special mention for the Playoff 13s, the 1906R Protection Pack, Bricks and Wood New Balance 9060s, Adidas Bad Bunny Campus, the LeBron 20 All-Star. Okay, we are there. Feel free to let me know what you guys thought about this list in the comments. Let me know what your favorite sneaker release has been thus far this year. And be sure to give the video a like for me if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care for now. Peace.